And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could stop by. And we got a full house, literally. Got a couple of folks here from marketing. We got 2 new guests. The first guest, the last name, I'm not even going to try. So I'm just going to call her Dr. Tracy till I bring her on. I understand it's pronounced bone, but looks like it's French to me. Icebeaulne. So I don't want to insult her, but we'll wait. And then in the second hour, we have showing up. Who's the batter?
That's Roy Upton. He'll be next.
He's excellent.
He's on deck.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. Are you with me?
I am.
You're distracted over there.
No, I'm actually. Everything's working.
Did you get Dr. Tracy's photo?
I did. Finally, you know how get
it squared away.
Yeah, the blockers that keep you from getting software for some reason, messed up software. Well, it worked. So.
Okay, we're good.
We're good. I'm excited. This is new guests. We have 2 new guests today. We've got people from the office in the house with us today. So it's all good. Right?
I'm talking to we have 2 folks from marketing just rolled in. And so we got a full house. We got their mics. That mic is hot. There's your headset. And if you need me to adjust the volume and the adjustments right under here, under my computer over here on my right. Look here. Can you hear? Mm-hmm. All right. What's the volume like? Good? It's good? All right. And so, yeah, it's live radio. We got a lot going on today. Dr. Roy Upton is very good. He'll be on in the second hour. Expert in Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine. Dr. Tracy is a naturopathic physician. She's with Genuine Health, and they do a great job. They're one of the better supplement companies around these days out of Canada. I wonder if she went to the Canadian School of Naturopathic Medicine. I'll ask her. We got one of their bars. I got some in my bag. That's Gary's. They're nice Genuine Health fermented protein bars. And fermentation is very important to them. And we'll get to her in just a moment. I wanted to report and tell you that Senator McCain, the senator from Arizona, is in stable condition after surgery to treat an intestinal infection. Of course, he's suffering from brain cancer, but he ended up getting an infection from diverticulitis. Bad news. And that was over the weekend. So I don't know what they did. He was admitted to Mayo Clinic in Phoenix. Over the last few months, the senator has been participating in physical therapy. He lives in Cornville, Arizona, and he's recovering from the side effects of cancer treatment. I know he's doing I don't know if he's doing both chemo and radiation.
That's a rough road.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can tell you about that. It's reported that he's remained engaged in his work as chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee, and he has his friends and his family and his staff that will visit with him. So he's got his hands full. He was diagnosed with a tumor back in July following a procedure to remove a blood clot. It was an incidental finding, but he hasn't given up. He's grateful. He talks about him being grateful. He comments on that all the time. His daughter, Meghan McCain, who's a political figure in her own right, tweeted that her father continues to inspire me every day with his intense grit and determination, close quote. Of course, Senator McCain was imprisoned in Vietnam for 5 years, brutally tortured, and they wanted to send him home because his father was I think, was his father an admiral?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
And they were going to let him go. And he said, no, I'm staying here with my men until they go home. So he could have got out early, and he didn't. Okay? So I'm just saying.
There's a lot of intestinal fortitude right there.
And they, what they did to him, deformed his arms. If you noticed, when they tortured him brutally. Now he's fighting for his life. So he's had a pretty illustrious career. I wish him the best. He's got formidable battle on his hands. Now he's got to deal with this diverticulitis business. And then, of course, Barbara Bush is now at home and just doing comfort care. So, and you can interpret that for what it means.
What exactly is a blood clot?
A blood, well, they were looking for it in his brain. I guess, I don't know where they were searching for the clot, but the blood coagulates and blocks the artery, right? And can be fatal. So
it almost like scabs or bruises inside the artery?
No. That's why they give you Coumadin and blood thinners, right? So that you don't get blood clots. You can, if you have atherosclerosis, you may be prone to have a plaque break off or form blood clots. Get a heart attack, a stroke, and it can be fatal. You can get blood clots in your lungs. Women who take birth control pills, you have to be mindful of that. If you notice you're having a hard time breathing, you can have blood clots in your lungs. So they can be fatal. They're an obstruction. Once you find an image, and we'll put it up there. Let's bring her on, even though we're headed into that end of the first segment. Dr. Tracy, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you on. I didn't want to mispronounce your last name, so how do you pronounce it?
It's bone, like a bone in your body.
But it's spelled Beaulne.
That's right. There's a story behind that. But
what is the? Well, I like stories. What's the story?
The story is that it was originally spelled without the L, so it would be like the region of Beaune in France.
Ah.
And then the Quebecois, they didn't like it that it didn't have the L in it, so they put the L in it.
Yeah, you don't pronounce it. I took French in college. I got an A.
Well, I'm embarrassed to say I don't speak French very well. Living in Toronto, you do not have an opportunity to speak French.
If you lived in Montreal, you would.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took French in college, did a couple of semesters. Not so easy. I dare say when we go to Paris, I don't know who we will be, but I'm not going alone. When I go to Paris, I'll be able to read the menu. I don't know what else I'll be able to do. But did you go to the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine?
I did. I graduated in 2001.
2001. Okay.
That's right.
You only look 18. So, who were some of your classmates? Anybody I know?
Yes, Dr. Alan Logan.
Was Alan your classmate?
Yes, he was.
Was he was he the smartest guy in the room?
He was our valedictorian.
How did I know that? how did I know that?
See, he's so humble, he won't even say that. That's what's funny.
How did I know that? He's such, you know what? He's a cool guy, right?
Yes, he is.
Do you like him?
He's very well loved, yes.
He's a pretty
very good friend and a very good colleague, and he's amazing with sharing his knowledge.
Mm-hmm. He's an ex-cop. You know that, right?
Yes, I do know that.
You look at him, and you never would know. He's tougher than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's great. So you graduated in 2001. What do they put in the water in that school? We produce a lot of great naturopaths.
I think, so many of us were so motivated to take a different path.
Okay, hold that thought. We come back. Boy, I'm glad you're on today. New guest, there's a blood clot. Now you know, Gary.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone?
The perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Dr. Tracy Bone is my guest today, first-time guest on Let's Talk Nutrition up there in Canada, Toronto. I've been to Toronto. I remember the first time I went there, standing at a red light in downtown Toronto. I'm standing there, and I hear somebody speaking Italian, which I know because my mother was an Italian immigrant. Somebody speaking French, somebody speaking English, somebody speaking Portuguese at the red light. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a pretty cosmopolitan city. Dr. Bone, welcome back. Is that the way it really is there?
That is the way it really is here. Yeah, we have so many opportunities to have different types of food. That's the part I love the most. Like, what do you feel like tonight?
What do you like best about being a naturopath?
I think I like the fact that I get to spend so much time with my patients and really get to dig into the root cause of what's going on in their health.
All right, so you're in clinical practice.
I am.
Your smart colleague decided that he just wanted to be a researcher, and we talked about that on air one day. He didn't want to go into clinical practice. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yet I feel like my calling was in clinical practice. But at the same time, I do enjoy research, and that's what led me into doing the project that I did with the University of Toronto, which was all about the microbiome. So I do my clinical practice, but I do also like to be part of the other side, which is delve into what the researchers have to say.
You said you were involved in a project. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What was the project? The microbiome project.
We produced a microbiome summit. It's an online digital destination. So we curated all of the information surrounding the microbiome, because the microbiome is a really hot topic right now, and it can be really confusing for people to understand, what does this all mean? How does this affect me? What do you mean I now have to eat to feed my microbes?
Okay, so those were all the questions I was going to ask you. Let's start with what you said.
Yeah.
What is the microbiome?
So the microbiome is a collection of living organisms that live in us, on us, and also around us. So the majority of the microbiome living in us resides in our gut, and it is responsible for so many different things that we're learning about.
For example, in terms of the hierarchy of importance in the functions that they serve, the microbiome in the gut, its top primary function is to do what?
Well, the microbes produce these little chemicals. It's like their language. We call them chemicals or metabolites. And they go on to speak to the rest of the body. So these metabolites, these chemicals, get their way all the way up to the brain, and they can affect our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions. They even impact our behavior. These are all of the things that we're learning. We also know that, the chemical messages that these microbes produce can message to the immune system. And, depending on the substrates that they're getting, like our food, they can message things that may be pro-inflammatory. So inflammation is something that we don't want, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to, think about these microbes and what are we giving them, and what are they making, and how are they then in turn messaging to the immune system? The immune system is just wrapped right around our colon, right?
Exactly. So you have Peyer's patches and different parts of the digestive system where the immune system is located. What are they saying these days? About 70% of the immune system is in the digestive tract in different places. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah,
okay.
That's exactly it.
So when you say microbiome, the language that maybe some of the listeners and viewers would, when you say these microbes, are you referring to the flora, is probiotics an incorrect term to use here?
Yeah, I think that probiotics is just one aspect of it. So probiotics are live organisms that we ingest, right? Think of your microbiome like you would your garden, right? So we have this inner garden, and it is populated with bacteria, and it's populated with fungi, and all these different things, and we're just kind of learning who's there. We're starting to catalog them, and we're also, more importantly, learning what they produce and what they're producing is doing and acting on.
Boy. Is the microbiome somehow connected with maintaining homeostasis not only in the colon but throughout the body or not?
Absolutely. You know, we all are living, breathing ecosystems. So we want to try and keep that ecosystem in balance, and those microbes do that.
Okay.
And some of our researchers get really into talking about some interesting facts. So I don't know if any of your listeners are big gardeners, but, you know, gardening can be, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? And you got to feed the soil. And it's like that with our bodies, too.
So when for our purposes today, we're going to zero in on the gut microbiota, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They have to be fed, and they have to find a place to live.
That's right. They need to be fed, and they need to be fed well.
Fed well, and are they vying with pathogenic bacteria for space on the lining of the colon?
Yeah, so they all live there, and things that can make, when we say pathogens, right, we usually think of things that go on to cause disease, right? But not necessarily, it's not as black and white as we want it to be, right?
Okay.
So some of those are maybe potential pathogens if some of the good bacteria, you know, diminish because you've taken antibiotics, as an example.
Okay. We come back, we'll see where Genuine Health comes in on this conversation and narrative about the microbiome. LTN Coast to Coast.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Figure's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also... Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. We're coast to coast and we're global. A little biology lesson. You're hearing my guest today, Dr. Tracy Bone, talk about these microbes. Well, microbes are microscopic organisms. You need a microscope to see them, right? Can't see them with the naked eye. They can be single-celled or multi-celled. Bacteria, algae, archaea, protists, fungi, viruses. Technically, they contain those cells, so not considered to be a living organism, but they get thrown into the batch, but are included in the microbe classification. The microbes found throughout your body, as Dr. Bone was pointing out, colonize your hair, on your body, on your hair, and your skin, your mouth, your digestive system. They all come together to form this complex system called the microbiome. We're focused in on the gut today. Dr. Bone, welcome back. So where does Genuine Health wind into the narrative on the microbiome?
Right. So Genuine Health graciously partnered with University of Toronto to produce this microbiome summit. So they are very focused on getting the right information out there. So the summit is through Town Hall Medicine. It's the Microbiome Summit, and Genuine Health partnered, and we were able to produce and have these wonderful, amazing researchers from all over the world who are the leaders and the pioneers in this microbiome research come on camera and speak to us.
And the probiotics that you make, which are pretty darn good, by the way, I'll have a story to tell you about those, a personal story. They get implicated in that narrative as well, right?
Yeah. So getting back to the fact that you need to feed your your microbes, they the minute you're putting food in, they're kind of saddling up to the dinner table, right? So what we put in there matters. And Genuine Health has done a fantastic job of producing a line of supplements that, helps to feed your microbes.
Mm-hmm. The other day, I ate something from a restaurant, and I believe it was contaminated, and I had horrible cramps, and I was trying to deal with that, and I went and I took 3 or 4 of Genuine Health's probiotics, and boom, within a matter of 15, 20 minutes, went away.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think, what probiotics, what they're really good at is they're transient. So, you take them, and at the time you take them, they confer the health benefit, right? So probiotics are something that you just don't really take as a one-off. You kind of want to be taking them on a regular basis.
Right.
And these live organisms, they go in there, and they help to shift the ecosystem to a healthier ecosystem.
And what strains do they use in their product, in their probiotic product?
Right. So they are a multi-strain. So they're using lactobacillus strains.
Centerpiece of their mission statement, their whole mission, and how they manufacture and formulate these products. Is that implicated in the making of the probiotics here?
So fermented foods are like probiotics, but they're more. So fermented foods, you're really taking, foods that are healthy in their own right, and you're making them healthier, because what you're doing is you're liberating the nutrients, but you're also using bacteria to do that. So all plants have their own microbiomes, right?
Say that all plants have their microbiome.
All plants have their own microbiome. Yeah. And what we want to do is if we ferment it, we liberate and make that microbiome healthier.
I see.
In that plant.
877-897-8255. My guest is Dr. Tracy Bone. She's an educator for Genuine Health. I got my Genuine Health cup that they sent me. It's a great cup, by the way. It doesn't leak. I was telling the crew. And they make a whole line of products. When you go to genuinehealth.com, are there any particular products that you wanted to highlight, put a spotlight on today, other than my mention of the probiotics, which I think are fabulous?
Right. Well, I think it's important that people understand the whole concept of feeding your microbes. So what do we want to feed our microbes? Well, we want to feed our microbes prebiotics. So prebiotics are food for the good bacteria, right? So prebiotics they're a fiber, so they can be in a supplement version, like what Genuine Health has, or they can be in our foods, like onions and garlic and leeks, blueberries, bananas, things like that have prebiotic qualities to them. So they're feeding the good bacteria.
So is prebiotic, is the synonym prebiotic equal fiber? Is that too loose?
I think you could say that. I think that prebiotics are a type of fiber, and in science we're still trying to figure out what are the fibers that have prebiotic qualities to them.
Mm-hmm. I'm at the website and I'm looking under products. They have greens, fermented proteins, gut health superfoods, omega-3s. Where would they situate the prebiotics? Would that be where? Here?
Yeah, so in the gut superfood, there is a prebiotic in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, in addition to prebiotics, you really want polyphenols, right? So polyphenols are, things that come in like, green tea and red wine and chocolate. So these polyphenols are digested by the microbes. They're food directly for the microbes. And then when they eat eat them, they produce all kinds of wonderful chemicals, like our flavonoids that we love.
Man, there's a lot to all kinds of different themes within themes here. It's intriguing, isn't it?
It is. Just always go back to the fact that you need to feed your microbes. So what do they like? They like omega-3 fatty acids as well, so coming from fish or eggs or... Yeah, so omega-3 fatty acids, we're discovering in science, can act like a prebiotic. So not only do they have those, anti-inflammatory properties to them that we love, but they also seem to have an effect, a prebiotic effect, so feeding effect on the microbes.
Excellent. We'll be back with Dr. Tracy Bone, LTN Coast to Coast and globally.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
Also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. I've thought about this a lot. And especially over the last 2 years, given all that happened to me. As you move deeper through the life cycle, you got multiple systems in your body. What you learn, and Dr. Bone can talk to this more than I can. She's a clinician. I'm not. I'm a researcher. But usually what happens, you have multiple system failures with patients when they get into trouble late in life, and you got heart disease, but then your lungs might get implicated, your kidney. It usually works out that way. Usually, not all the time. One of the things I've observed, and it's just my general observation, I was thinking about the immune system. And I thought as we age, we have the waning of the immune system. And that was on my mind. And so when I came in, I typed in waning immune, and sure enough, there is a concept, waning immunity, whereby, the body's ability to fight off particular pathogens or diseases can't do it. It fails. That immune system, once that starts to lose its edge, you're now a sitting target. And I don't care whatever else you do. If you are immunosuppressed or immunocompromised, you are vulnerable. You are vulnerable. That's my view. And in terms of aging, all these systems are important. But the immune system, that's the sentinel of your body. If that sentinel decides to go off duty, wander off its post, you're in a lot of trouble. Dr. Bone, what do you think about that? Have I gone too far and have that all wrong? What's your take?
Yeah, so you're correct. So I think that, if we bring it back to, and again, science is still figuring this out, but if you bring it back to the microbes, as we age, our microbes start to diminish. So we have less. So what does that mean? Well, it means that, as we age, it's more important than ever that we feed these microbes and keep their diversity and their numbers up. You want to be going into old age with high diversity, high numbers, and a very healthy ecosystem in your gut.
So I went to the website, and I went under products at thegenuinehealth.com, and I found Fermented Organic Gut Superfoods Plus. Is that a product? Because it contains the polyphenols that you were talking about. Is that the product that it has 21 organic plant-based superfoods, rich in phytonutrients, more specifically the polyphenols? Was that that feeds your gut microbiota? Is that what you had on your mind?
Yeah, that is exactly it. It's that whole concept that, we all have to be thinking about now. We used to live in this world and we're slowly shifting out of it, right? But it was like, kill the bugs, kill the bugs,
kill the bugs.
Antibiotics. And now we have to sort of recognize that things have changed because science is now able to study these microbes and understand that they're just not hitchhikers on us. They are actually sending chemical messages up to our brains and influencing our thoughts and behaviors.
Louis Pasteur, Dr. Pasteur, made a great contributions, but he was primarily responsible for making. Did you talk about this in naturopathic school? You know, they claimed that on his deathbed that he recanted his view, and he then they say, as the story goes, that it was about, you know, what's in your gut, your what's inside of you. He was so fixated on these microbes, right? Are you familiar with that story?
Yeah. So, you know, I think that he had one of those aha moments of like, oh, maybe I got this all wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we really need to be, you know, paying attention to these microbes and seeing them as our friends.
Yeah, he, one of his colleagues, Dr. Barnard, I think they had a back and forth over their careers, and they argued about this. But he was largely responsible for that paradigm that put the focus on the quote unquote the bugs, right? And yeah, for the better and for the worse of that. So, what do you think is the appropriate amount? How many? Now they talk in billions. How many billions a day should you consume?
Right. So you're talking about probiotics.
Yes,
now.
I am.
Yeah, so probiotics, we have to remember, are transient, right? So you need to be taking probiotics on a regular basis to confer that health benefit. So the amount that each individual needs, we're unsure, right? But, you know, if you have had to have taken antibiotics because, you know, you needed them to save your life, then it's really important that you know, during the antibiotics and after the antibiotics, that you are taking probiotics because you need some shoring up. You need that extra support. So, you know, multi-strains are what we're thinking about now, and we're thinking about, you know, we used to have around 10 billion and 10 billion, and now we're up to like 50 billion, and now you can get like even higher and higher. I think the important thing to recognize is that these bugs are going in there, these bacteria are going in there and conferring a health benefit, but we still have to figure out how that works in each individual.
How many billion are in a cat? Do you know off the top of your head in their probiotic product? I don't recall at the moment.
Yeah, so Genuine Health
15 billion?
They have one that's 15 billion and one that's 50 billion. And they're both multi-strains.
Do you take a probiotic every day?
I do take a probiotic every day.
You have children? Do you have children?
I do. I have 2 children. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Do you give probiotics to them?
I do. I'm a big believer in probiotics. Just remember, they're transient. You have to take them on a daily basis.
So they're sort of like California. They're always moving in and out of there, right? When I lived in California, you never knew anybody because they'd be gone the next day. Here one day, they're gone the next. It's been a delight to have you on. You're welcome back onto this show anytime you want, Dr. Bone. We enjoyed the conversation, learned a lot from you today. I'm sure the listener and the viewer did. We are coast to coast and we are global. This show streams. You might keep in mind if you want to come back on again, other than us just showing an image of you, we can stream you onto the show live from wherever you are. All you need is a little camera on your computer.
Wow, fantastic.
So if you want to do that next time, let us know and we'd be happy to stream you.
Okay, well, thank you.
We had somebody from Canada stream in, and she did the show on her treadmill. I'm serious. Yeah, pretty cool. Dr. Bone, thank you so much. Genuine Health. They are genuine. We'll be back.
At At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back.
Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health.
This is
Country
Dr.
Life
Michael
Vitamins'
Garko. Thank you
commitment
for
to
watching
ensure
Let's
all
Talk
of our
Nutrition.
products are
The show
pure,
will return
wholesome,
shortly.
gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness, provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed
This is
to from
Dr.
our
Michael
environment,
Garko. Thank you
diets,
for
and
watching
lifestyles
Let's Talk
make
Nutrition.
internal
The
cleansing
show
a
will
necessary
return
part of a
shortly.
good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural
This is Dr.
psyllium
Michael
fiber
Garko.
and
Thank you
no
for
harmful
watching Let's
stimulant
Talk
laxatives,
Nutrition.
all
Following
Yerba
commercial
Prima
messages,
fiber
the show
and
will
internal
return
cleansing
shortly.
products
LTN
can be used
streams
over a
live
long
Monday
period
through
of
Friday,
time to
9 to
ensure
11 a.m.
optimal
Eastern
health
on
and
YouTube,
regularity.
Facebook, and
With
the
nearly
LTN
30 years
website. The show
dedicated to
also
all
airs
natural
on
cleansing
radio
products,
coast to coast,
it's easy to
including
see why
Hawaii,
Yerba
Monday through
Prima
Friday,
is a
9 to
leader in
11
the
a.m.
fiber and
Eastern.
cleansing products
Please check your
category.
local listings.
Learn
We'll be
more
right
at
back.
yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The proceeding was a commercial
This is Dr.
program
Michael
paid
Garko.
for
Thank
by
you for
Let's
watching
Talk
Let's Talk
Nutrition,
Nutrition.
LLC.
The show will return shortly.
Your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
That's right, Tampa Bay. If you have a cracked windshield and full coverage insurance, they can install a new one for
This is
free.
Dr.
and
Michael
buy back
Garko.
your
Thank
old
you
one
for
up to
watching Let's Talk
$100 cash
Nutrition.
on the
The show
spot.
will
Call
return shortly.
813-96-GLASS. That's 813-96-GLASS.
813-96-GLASS. We turn your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. See the
This is
results.
Dr. Michael
The injury
Garko.
lawyers.
Thank you for
Ellis
watching Let's
Hillsborough.
Talk Nutrition.
Abundant
Following
sunshine.
commercial
I-76.
messages, the show will return
Tonight,
shortly.
clear and cool.
LTN
Low
streams live
57.
Monday through Friday,
Tomorrow,
9 to
sunny
11
and
a.m.
warmer.
Eastern
High
on
83.
YouTube,
This
Facebook, and
report
the
is
LTN
brought to you
website.
by
The show also airs on
Unbound.org.
radio coast to coast, including
There are young
Hawaii,
people
Monday
across
through
the world
Friday,
facing
9 to
a tough
11 a.m.
choice.
Eastern.
Continue
Please
their
check
dream
your
of
local
education
listings.
Or drop
We'll be
out to
right
help their
back.
family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
1250 wins WHNZ Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free
This is Dr.
iHeartRadio
Michael
app.
Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk
Sounds
Nutrition.
now.
The show will
On the
return
Hour,
shortly.
Presented by TheraWorks Relief.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Supreme Court hears arguments today on reversing 2 rulings that could impact the prices you pay when you shop online.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Order catalog, exempting businesses from collecting sales tax if they're shipping out of state. Big bricks and mortar retailers like Apple, Target, and Walmart generally do collect state and local sales tax on online orders, but
many small businesses would be faced with a terrible compliance burden.
Economist Peter Marisi.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including
President Trump
Hawaii,
is beginning
Monday
a
through
two-day
Friday,
summit
9
with
to 11
Japanese Prime
a.m.
Minister
Eastern.
Shinzo
Please check your
Abe
local
at
listings.
Mar-a-Lago.
We'll be right
Larry
back.
Kudlow, head of the President's National Economic Council, on CBS This Morning.
We'd like Japan to open up some markets and help us, particularly our agriculture sector. Japan is looking to coordinate and integrate better with the United States.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
A week and a half after a suspected and deadly chlorine gas attack. CBS's Seth Doan has already been to Duma.
How did the chemicals get here?
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
To take us to where the missile allegedly hit, and he took us up here and pointed there,
where we found a missile neatly resting.
Fox News host Sean Hannity waited until the end of last night's show to comment on a revelation in New York court that he is one of 3 clients. President Trump's
Dr. Michael
personal
Garko.
attorney.
Thank you for watching
Cohen
Let's
says
Talk
he's
Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right
request
back.
to hand over material seized in FBI raids to determine attorney-client privilege. The judge at Bill Cosby's sex assault trial says prosecutors can read Cosby's previous testimony in court about giving quaaludes to women before sex. California Governor Jerry Brown
This is
says
Dr.
he's
Michael
sending
Garko.
hundreds of
Thank you for
National Guard
watching
troops
Let's Talk
to the
Nutrition.
U.S.-Mexico
The show will
border
return
after request
shortly.
of President Trump.
It is a very logical next step to add a couple hundred more or more than that. And the Guard is chomping at the bit, ready to go.
Late word from Philly. 2 black men
This is Dr.
denied
Michael
access to
Garko.
a
Thank you for
bathroom at
watching
Starbucks
Let's Talk
and now
Nutrition.
met with
The show will
company's
return
CEO.
shortly.
Dow up 222. This is CBS News.
To prevent and relieve muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks Relief. Get TheraWorks Relief today at select Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacies or TheraWorksRelief.com. To prevent muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks
This is Dr.
Relief.
Michael Garko.
This
Thank you for
fast-acting
watching
foam is
Let's
clinically
Talk
proven to
Nutrition.
relieve
Following
leg and foot
commercial
cramps.
messages,
Get
the show will
TheraWorks
return
Relief today
shortly.
at select
LTN
Walgreens,
streams live
CVS,
Monday through
and Rite
Friday,
Aid
9 to 11
pharmacies
a.m.
or
Eastern on YouTube,
TheraWorksRelief.com. Ask your
Facebook, and the
pharmacist for
LTN
TheraWorks
website. The
Relief.
show also
Think
airs
fast.
on
All menu
radio
price
coast to
pizzas from
coast,
Pizza Hut are
including
50%
Hawaii,
off.
Monday
Hurry,
through
it won't
Friday,
last long.
9 to 11
50%
a.m.
off pizzas.
Eastern.
No one else
Please check
pizzas
your
the Hut.
local
Click for this
listings.
limited
We'll be
time
right
offer.
back.
Product availability, combinability of discounts, prices, and participation may vary. Discount not applicable to tax, delivery charge, or driver tip. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. If you want to buy a home, we could help you get a great mortgage that may require as little as 3% down. And we also invented Rocket Mortgage. It gives
This
you a
is Dr.
solid
Michael
approval
Garko.
in as
Thank
few
you
as
for
8
watching
minutes.
Let's
And for
Talk
8 years in
Nutrition.
a row
The
now,
show will
JD
return
Power has ranked
shortly.
Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Call America's largest mortgage lender at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Based on Rocket Mortgage data in comparison to public data records.
This is
Call for
Dr.
cost
Michael
information and
Garko. Thank you for
conditions.
watching
Equal
Let's
license in
Talk
all 50
Nutrition.
states.
The
NMLS
show
number
will
30.
return
Results may
shortly.
vary.
Need help rolling your 401k into an IRA? Go to GrahamCapitalAdvisors.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is streaming on your Amazon Echo device. Just say, Alexa, wake me up to 1250 WHNZ every weekday at 9 a.m.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back.
This report is brought to you by Stand Up to Cancer.
I'm Tony Goldwyn. 20 years ago, when my mom had lung cancer, she didn't have many choices. But today, you do. If you've been diagnosed with lung cancer, please visit standuptocancer.org/lung-cancer.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
1250 winds, weather center forecast. Really nice day. Temperatures will warm into the mid-70s for a pleasant afternoon. Lots of sunshine. Tonight's low in the upper 50s, near 60. For tomorrow, we'll
This is
welcome
Dr.
back
Michael
those low
Garko. Thank you
mid-80s,
for watching Let's Talk
skies
Nutrition.
sticking with
The
us
show
in those
will
low
return
mid-80s,
shortly.
really for the rest of the week into the weekend, and staying overall pretty dry till about Sunday. Looks like another mini front will move in. We'll see some showers and maybe a bit of cooler temperatures in the 70s as we get into early next week. Dow right now currently up 243 to 24,816. NASDAQ
This is
gaining
Dr. Michael
77.
Garko. Thank you for
Phoenix
watching
up
Let's
by
Talk
20
Nutrition.
points.
Following commercial
Impact
messages,
Radio,
the show will
1250
return
wins,
shortly. LTN streams live Monday
The
through Friday,
following
9
is a
to 11
commercial
a.m. Eastern
program
on
paid
YouTube,
for by Let's
Facebook,
Talk
and the
Nutrition,
LTN website.
LLC.
The show also
The
airs
opinions,
on radio
viewpoints,
coast
and
to coast,
promises made
including
during the
Hawaii,
following
Monday through
program
Friday,
are
9
not
to 11
those
a.m.
of
Eastern. Please check your local
WHNZ-AM,
listings.
its staff,
We'll be right back.
management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast
This
regarding
is Dr.
products
Michael
or the
Garko.
claims
Thank you
made
for
about
watching
specific
Let's Talk
products have not been
Nutrition. The show
evaluated by the
will
U.S.
return
Food and Drug
shortly.
Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign
This
or
is Dr.
symptom.
Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition.
Let's Talk
The show
Nutrition
will
is a health
return
talk show that
shortly.
features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration.
Michael Garko.
Tune in
Thank
to
you
get
for
fit
watching Let's
and
Talk
healthy.
Nutrition.
It's
Following
time to
commercial
talk
messages,
about
the show will
nutrition.
return shortly.
Nutrition for your
LTN
body,
streams
your
live Monday
mind,
through
your
Friday, 9
spirit.
to 11 a.m.
It's time
Eastern
to talk
on
about
YouTube,
proper exercise,
Facebook, and
stress
the LTN
relief,
website.
eating
The
well,
show
and
also airs on
supplementation to
radio
health.
coast to
Get ready to
coast,
take
including
charge of
Hawaii,
your health
Monday through
because
Friday,
your
9 to
health
11
is your
a.m.
wealth
Eastern.
and the
Please
wealth
check
of
your
those
local
who care
listings.
about
We'll
and
be
love
right
you.
back.
It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could stop by. And we are live as we are every day, coast to coast and globally, 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. We go on the air around numbers 9 a.m. Eastern time, off at 11 a.m. Eastern. We do that 365. And when I'm not here, I'm still here. We make that happen. And my guest in this portion of my guest in this portion of the show is Roy Upton. He was on last time and was on one time and made a big hit. I certainly enjoyed my conversation. You could tell if you go back and listen to that tape or watch the video for it. You can see that I was intrigued with what he was talking about. Turns out we have a couple of folks from the marketing department today. Candace and Kristen are here, and when I came in this morning into the studio, Kristen was here, and she said, remember that guest you had on was talking about Ayurveda and Chinese? I said, yeah, Roy Upton. She said, well, I really liked him. Well, guess what? He's on today. So she's here. Coincidence. So she got her.
That's because she's studying, too.
Oh.
So hit your red button. Okay, pull the mic over to you.
There you go.
Now, what are you studying?
I'm studying Ayurveda.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
And your boyfriend is studying?
Traditional Chinese medicine.
Why, you all going to India and China?
That'd be cool eventually, yeah.
No, she did go to Peru and help.
I remember you went to Peru. Yeah, you were on some mission, right?
I was on a yoga retreat, so I taught some
Talk into the
there.
microphone.
I was on a yoga retreat. I taught some yoga, hiked Machu Picchu, all that fun stuff.
I can't get out of the yard, but, I'm going to find
I do good to make it past the mule.
I know. Molly the mule. That's Gary's pet mule. Yeah, that's
I brought
a story.
her carrots like you told me to, and she still hates me.
That's a story for another day. So Roy Upton is going to be my guest. In the first hour, in talking with Dr. Bone, I was. If you listen to that show, I was trying to get at the notion of we were talking about the microbiome, microbes, probiotics, the gut microbiota. Turns out that this theme of stress is going to come up with Roy today. Stress plays havoc on the body generally, and it does take a toll on the microbiome and on the digestive tract. People sometimes manifest their stress in their stomach, in whatnot, cramps. It can turn a person literally upside down. But I made reference to Louis Pasteur, if you remember. I was trying to pull up in my head as I was talking to her an article I wrote a while back called "The Terrain Within: A Naturalistic Way to Think About and Practice Good Health." And in that article, I quote Pasteur, who purportedly, on his deathbed, said, "The microbe is nothing, the terrain is everything," close quote. Now, he's, as I said, purported to make that statement on his deathbed. The origin of the quote is attributed to Claude Bernard, a physiologist and contemporary of Pasteur. And by quoting Bernard, Pasteur was recanting his germ theory a theory that assigned the case of disease to microbes invading and wreaking havoc on the body with specific germs causing specific diseases. And he advocated for that throughout his life. Now, we know it's more complicated than that. And if Bernard is right and his story is accurate, he recanted and he said it's the terrain within, that which goes on inside of us, the condition of our health. This is an interesting theme because it might come up with Roy. I don't know how that fits. He's an expert on Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. If they think about it that way, or how they think about it in that way, if they do, and I know that they do, but I want to see how he frames it. This is a very important concept. Stress is a funny thing. You can see the effects of stress on people in their behavior and the way they act. And when under stress, the dominant response emerges. That's a principle that's been pretty well established. But stress affects us also internally, and that terrain within, things that we can't see, and eventually will take its toll. It's just a matter of time. Everything from heart disease, you name it. Stress is a big theme on this show and has been for 13 years. Next month it'll be 13 years.
It will be. May the 4th. We're going to have an event. I'm so excited right here at iHeartRadio.
We are. And I voiced wrote and voiced now the promo for it. We're going to get that up and get it into the rotation. And to tell you that on May the 4th, we're going to have a special broadcast. You'll have a chance to make a reservation by calling the show. And we're going to have guests here live, maybe 3 to 5 different guests that will field your questions. We have a performance theater here at the iHeart Media Complex. Holds about 50 people, so seating is going to be limited. We're going to raffle off gift cards up to $100 denomination. We have prizes, gifts, catered breakfast. We're going to celebrate the 13-year anniversary in a proper way for this show. And so you listen for the promo, and all you have to do is call the station and make your reservation with Stephen. And we look forward to seeing you. So I'm glad Gary brought it up. We'll talk more about that. That noise you hear is he's rifling through his Christmas present from last year, I guess, or something. He's looking for something. 877-897-8255 is the toll-free number. Coast to coast. If you're in another country, you have to call 813-636-8255. 813-636-8255.
Yeah, I got a text message over the Facebook of why are we not giving out that number, because he can't call on the 877 number. Our friend that lives over in Bucharest.
Yeah, because that toll-free number doesn't respond to international calls, so we give them the local number. Roy Upton is my guest. He is a herbalist and is affiliated with Planetary Herbals, and he is the staff herbalist for Planetary Herbals. Roy, welcome back. You were on one time, man, and have people talking about you already.
The check's in the mail, that's all I can say.
So you heard me reference the notion of the terrain within, and you heard me mention Pasteur. I know you know that story. Does that concept of the terrain within come up in Ayurveda or Chinese medicine? And if so, how do they frame that in the narrative?
Well, it's almost everything in both Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine. Now, there's not a we're not ambivalent to the symptom picture that's out there. There's actually a saying in Chinese medicine that whenever you treat the branch of a disease, always treat the root. And whenever you treat the root of the disease, never forget the branch. So you're always looking at both. The original ideal of traditional Chinese medicine, certainly of Ayurvedic medicine, was always to promote health, promote vitality, and promote longevity. Those were the highest ideals of both systems of healthcare, both in India, Ayurveda, and in China. But again, as Chinese herbal therapies developed over time, and especially after the Cultural Revolution in China, there was much greater emphasis that was given in treating disease versus, promoting health. They didn't really want to hear about the mumbo jumbo about, Taoist longevity techniques and things like that. They got more physically oriented, so much like Western medicine.
So where are they today? Where is that paradigm today?
Today, there's much more of a balance. There's because of the failures of Western medicine, there's actually been a resurgence in traditional Chinese philosophy that's geared toward promoting health rather than just trying to treat disease.
What are you comfortable? What are you comfortable? Well, when we come back, I'll ask you. We're headed into some hard messages here. We got to take them. When we come back, I'll ask you where you are with that, Roy, and then we'll get into some very specifics from Planetary Herbals.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilo Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension. Exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. My guest today, and he's a herbalist and is on staff, of course, with Planetary Herbals, and lots of experience in the world of herbs and Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, and always enjoyed speaking with him. He was on one time before, and some of the folks affiliated with the show said, like Kristen, who's here today with Candace from the marketing department, said, "Remember that guy that was on?" And I said, "He's on today." So she got her wish. Coincidence. Roy, welcome back. Where do you come down now in your explanation and description of, what was going in the back and forth within those Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine? What's your point of view now? What do you think is a good place to be?
It depends on where people are at. So people come to whether it's a Chinese or an Ayurvedic practitioner based on what's going on with them, whether they need a branch treatment or a root treatment, for example. So you have to meet people where they're at, but you can never forget as to where you want to take a person. And you want to try to take a person to achieve a higher state of well-being and not just get rid of symptoms in your treatment protocol. So it's really important to pay attention to both that branch and that root, or that, as you said, the terrain, versus the pathogen. So it depends on where people are at.
Mm-hmm. So I was looking at my production notes for today, and you wanted to talk about adaptogens and herbal supplements that can support our experience with, not support, but I guess counteract or moderate the effects of stress, and how it upsets our balance throughout the systems of our body. These adaptogens and herbal supplements from Planetary Herbals, and there's two in particular that we're going to focus on. One is ashwagandha that I'm holding up, and the other one is called Calm Child, both from Planetary Herbals. Pretty darn good company. So I'll leave it to you you can begin your narrative however you want and begin wherever you want.
I think it's important to understand the concept of adaptogens. Actually, I consider adaptogens to be one of the most important classes of botanical supplements for people to take on a general basis, much like the same people should be taking generally an antioxidant nutrient for general purposes. But adaptogens, the concept was actually created in the Soviet Union in the 1950s to describe a set of agents that had a homeostatic balancing effect on the human physiology. So, for example, they help to reduce the negative effects of stress. They help to normalize cardiovascular function. They help to protect the liver. They have a general effect on building or improving immune responses. But remember that when stress comes, whether it's us punching in at a time clock or having to meet a deadline, our body gets flooded by stress hormones that then have these negative impacts on human health. And the adaptogens help us to have a higher threshold, helps us to be able to deal with those stresses that come our way. Now, we can't change them unless we're going to get rid of our husbands and wives and our jobs and our children and our deadlines. But what we can change is the body's ability to respond to stress in a more healthy way. And that's what adaptogens like ashwagandha or schizandra or ginseng and things like that do. And so that's important. It's an extremely important class of compounds just for general health.
It's interesting that back in the 50s in the Soviet Union, you had scientists to make this the discovery or develop the theory of these natural compounds that are that tend to adapt to stress and to exert sort of like a normalizing or homeostatic effect on the body. That's intriguing. I would love to get into that part of the narrative, but nevertheless, how many are there more than 7 adaptogenic herbs, or is there a dozen of them? How many? Hundreds? What?
No, it depends on how you define it. Like in modern times, adaptogens are being defined more broadly than they originally were. But if you look at the classical definition, adaptogens had to do three things. Essentially, they had to have a general normalizing effect on the system. They had to be safe in almost all people, and they had to not push the body too much in one way or the other, in one direction or the other. So when you look at these three key posts, I mean the defining parameters of what an adaptogen is, there's probably a good dozen that have been well researched as adaptogens. Holy Basil, ginseng, and that's American ginseng, Siberian ginseng, and Asian ginseng. So that's three right there. Ashwagandha is one of the most well researched of adaptogens, as is Schizandra, and then a few herbs such as reishi mushroom also has adaptogenic properties, and reishi is actually my all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had alluded to that the last time you were on. I'm holding up your from Planetary Herbals, and it says on the bottle, full spectrum ashwagandha rejuvenating tonifier. That last word, tonifier, to tone, that comes out of, does that come out of Chinese medicine or Ayurvedic medicine? Or both?
It comes out of both. In Western medicine had a different concept of toning. In Western herbal traditions, when you talk about toning, you actually talk about toning the tissue of the skin, just like you use like witch hazel as a facial toner. But from an Ayurvedic and a Chinese herbal perspective, it has to do with imparting strength, vigor, and resistance to the terrain, to the human organism, versus just toning tissue. So both of those concepts come out of Ayurveda and Chinese herbalism, but they were the highest, like I said, the highest ideal of both systems were to actually impart strength, resistance, and vitality to the system. And that's one of the, ashwagandha is the primary adaptogen that's recognized in Ayurvedic herbalism.
I love the discourse and the language that's used in from those two models or paradigms. The language is great. Ashwagandha for Planetary Herbals.
Are you waking up? Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Roy Upton is my guest today, having always my second time with him, having a nice conversation. I was paying attention. Words mean. Words mean. Okay? And I've listened very carefully. Half of this job is just listening. What is the guest saying? Did you listen to his language? I asked him about toning, the concept or the principle of toning as it is taught in practice in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, importing strength, resistance, and vitality. Strength, resistance, and vitality. Those words are selected carefully. They're not just words to say. They mean something. And the whole concept. And I'm always intrigued with the language that's used in those particular ancient traditions of medicine and how they use language to convey what's going on biologically, physiologically, anatomically, environmentally, and so on, culturally, with our connection to health, wellness, and well-being. Roy, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe as a, my PhD is in communication theory and research, so I pay particular attention to language and in linguistics and whatnot. I'm intrigued by the language. To me, those words mean something. Ashwagandha. Does ashwagandha indeed convey strength, resistance, and vitality to the body?
Well, if you look at all the research that's been done on ashwagandha, it is one of the most widely researched botanicals in Ayurveda, simply because it is such an important therapeutic agent for specifically as an adaptogen, specifically as a tonic. It has specific effect on enhancing performance. And when you go back to the Russian research, because you were intrigued about why the Russians.
Yes.
The Russians wanted to find ways to improve in performance and work productivity in workplaces. So they, for example, took 2,000 factory workers or 500 telegraph workers or people that would be out fishing in boats under the lights and the waves and the wind and stuff, and they would first require them to take an adaptogen like a Schisandra or Siberian ginseng, or they didn't use ashwagandha, but the principle is still the same, is they would require them to take these adaptogenic supplements, and then they would chart productivity, they'd chart work days lost because of sickness, they'd chart things like mistakes. And they found that telegraph workers made less mistakes, that the factory workers, that their productivity more than proportionally increased while their work days lost because of sickness decreased significantly. And they all had reported feeling better in the workplace. So they actually did their work better, they did more work, and they did their work better, and they felt better about it. That's how ashwagandha works, that's how ginseng works. And ashwagandha has a very specific effect on physically reducing the effects of stress, so that in an experiential way. A lot of times if you take like a B vitamin for stress, you don't really feel whether it's doing anything. But when you take something like ashwagandha or a good Schisandra product or something like Calm Child, you actually feel it working. They're very experiential on the stress side. They also tend to have a balancing effect on inflammatory processes. And if you know from a physiological perspective, most of the things that are associated with stress or chronic health issues have an inflammatory component to it. So actually promoting a healthy inflammatory response is a really important part of adaptogens that a lot of people don't talk about.
I notice in the world of herbal supplements that in these different formulations, different companies, they start to combine different herbs together. And I always see, not always, but I often see ashwagandha folded into these formulations for stress and working with other herbs. And I often wondered, I'm not an herbalist, but I did take chemistry, and I know that sometimes putting chemicals together, you can blow up the lab, even though you have good intentions. And I'm assuming that they're pairing it or mixing it with or formulating it with herbs that they work together synergistically. I notice that you have it by freestanding by itself. Do you also?
Well, you would
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Pick up my thought.
Well, you would hope that people knew how to combine herbs, but in America we have what we call everything in the kitchen sink plus and more. So people are using Ayurvedic and Chinese herbs, but they're not necessarily following Chinese and Ayurvedic principles of how herbs should be combined. And that's actually one of the keys of making an effective formula, is to know the principles of formulation. And this actually isn't taught in Western herbal traditions, and it's certainly not embraced in the wider health food industry, where companies are just throwing herbs together because they have some kind of popularity, or because people are familiarity with, having it on a label. They just want it on a label. But they're not necessarily knowing how to formulate. And both Chinese and Ayurvedic herbalism have very specific ways that herbs are combined. And you should be combining it in a way that will affect the system broadly and not push the system in one way or the other. So, for example, if somebody wants an energy formula, they just throw in a whole bunch of ginseng, a little bit of caffeine, some other stimulants, a little bit of cayenne pepper for circulation, and they call it a day. And they think that that's going to work for most of the people, but it's only going to work for some of the people some of the time. Whereas if you know how to formulate, you can create a balanced formula that works for most of the people most of the time.
What the people forget is that this is, in a word, too, and I don't mean to sterilize or make this sterile or, so clinical, but these herbs are constituted of chemical compounds at the end of the day. And your point's so well taken. As I understand it, you know more about this than I, in Chinese medicine, to a Chinese medicine doctor, some have told me that they studied 20 years or more to really to be considered ready to do clinical work. Is that true or not?
It's not true today. It might have been true when there was an apprenticeship model, and that was very true with Ayurveda. A typical Ayurveda apprenticeship historically was about 15 years.
Oh, my land.
But in China today, I studied partly at the University of Chinese Medicine at Shanghai, and that program was an 8-year program. And
wow.
That's typical of China, whereas today in the United States, it's more of a 4 to 6 year program to get fully trained in
how old were you when you did that?
It was 1997, so I was probably in my 30s.
You were a young man.
Relatively young, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's young. That's great. Can you speak Mandarin?
Oh, no. I wish I could, but Mayo,
okay. Yeah, boy, so interesting. I wish he was on for 2 hours. I could stretch him out real good here.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. Question of the day. In my conversation with Roy Upton, we've been talking about adaptogens, and he referenced a country back in the 50s that was doing research into adaptogens. And then after I give you the question, I'll share something with you. What was that country? Was it A, Russia, B, Germany, or C, Poland? Where was that research conducted back in the 50s on adaptogens, as they called them? Russia, Germany, or Poland? Here's the number to call to win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Did you confirm that CNN report?
Nope. I'm not going to be able to confirm it.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to confirm something here, some breaking news. I don't want to say anything until I feel comfortable.
I can't confirm it.
You cannot confirm.
Wait till tomorrow.
Did that come across your screen?
Mm-hmm. You know, they give you this little pop-up thing. That's what
came up on your phone?
Yeah, but probably one of those fake news articles. You know how they do it.
Did you go to CNN and confirm it?
Yeah, it's not there. So
it's not there.
No. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I'll just let it be. Let's go to Norristown, Pennsylvania. Denise, welcome to the show. What was the country that Roy Upton referenced in my conversation with him about adaptogens, where the researchers were examining how to use these adaptogens? Was it Russia, Germany, or Poland?
It was Russia.
It was Russia. Turns out I found a wonderful article. It was in the National Geographic, and it was just as Roy had said. And they opened the article. It was by Christina Johnson. They say, long before the Russians were caught doping their athletes with steroids, the former Soviet Union spent decades secretly searching for energy-enhancing plants that would help their Olympians as well as their soldiers and astronauts perform better. Roy was talking about. Roy's good, man. The Soviets were looking for what they called adaptogens, plant species that would encourage the body to adapt to physical and mental stress without major side effects, close quote. That's an article from National Geographic, August 19th, 2016. Congratulations, Denise. You won a $25 supplement gift card. How are things in Norristown?
Cold and dreary.
Cold. Here we are in the month of April. Yeah, maybe it'll warm up by July.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't say that. Well, congratulations, Denise. We're glad you won. Thank you for calling into the show today.
Thank you. But I have a question.
Absolutely.
Okay, how many? First of all, I've been taking ashwagandha for about 5 years, and I absolutely love it, and I tell everybody who wants to listen to me about it. But how many adaptogens can you take during the day? And do you have to stop every so often to give your body a chance to rejuvenate?
Good questions. Roy, what are the answers?
A couple of things that I could help to guide you on is, first off, is that it really depends on what's going on with you as to how a adaptogen or any formula would be made specifically for your needs. So if you went to an Ayurvedic or Chinese practitioner, you would get an individualized formula. From that perspective, that's the ideal. Now, if you're looking for an over-the-counter adaptogen, you're not going to get one that is specifically made to you, but you're also not going to get one that's going to throw you off in any specific way because, again, adaptogens are supposed to work in a general way and have a normalizing effect on physiology. So most adaptogens you're not going to get into trouble with, but they're just not made specifically.
Should she take a break from Should she take a break from them, Roy?
That's the second part of the answer, is that from my opinion, and this is just me, there's no real research on it, I believe that the body should be given a break off of anything that it's taken. So, for example, we shouldn't be eating the same food every day. We shouldn't be drinking the same juices or whatever every day. We should always give our body a break. Same thing with herbs. Every once in a while, if you're taking ashwagandha, for example, for 5 years, maybe at some point in time you want to switch to Shazandra or want to switch to Hawthorne, you want to switch to a different, an American ginseng, depending on what your constitution is, just to give the ashwagandha a way to work its way out of the system. And then later you can
reintroduce it.
Later you can reintroduce it back, and it'll have a greater effect because the body would not have gotten used to it.
There you go. Does that answer your questions?
Oh, absolutely. That's perfect.
All right, Denise.
Anything in life.
Thank you so much. Thank you, y'all. We enjoy hearing from you. Congratulations. Before I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about Calm Child, made by Planetary Herbals. What is this product intended to do? Obviously for children.
Yeah, Calm Child was actually developed by Michael Chiera, who's our chief formulator, and actually he developed it originally for his child, just to promote, again, mental wellness, mental calmness, and take the edge off of stress and anxiety that kids are subjected to, especially when they're going to school. So Calm Child was formulated in a way that has a nourishing, nurturing, and calming effect on the nervous system. And really, you can actually, even adults, many of our sales reps would take Calm Child just to take the edge off of the stress and anxiety of being on the phone all day.
Or so adults can take it. Adults can take it.
Yeah, we had a number of sales reps that were out on the road driving, and every once in a while they get road rage, and then keep a bottle of Calm Child right by on the passenger seat and take a couple of shots when they felt road rage coming on. It just takes the edge off of stress, anxiety, and nervousness in a really marvelous way. But it also promotes focused attention. So it's calming and it's focusing.
Good. So maybe some of you out there that have these... how can I put it? High-strung Chihuahua-like bosses, you might slip some Calm Child into their coffee or something, whatever they're drinking. Roy, it's Planetary Herbals, planetaryherbals.com is the website, right?
Yes, sir.
Planetary Herbals, and we always enjoy having you on, Roy. You're always welcome on this show anytime you want, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I hope we get a chance to meet you in person sometime and sit and chat for a while.
One day.
Yeah. All right, pal. Take care of yourself. Planetary Herbals. The ashwagandha, you'll find it in fine health stores throughout the United States or North America. And Calm Child, both highly recommended by Let's Talk Nutrition, me, and Roy Upton. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We do not take your listenership and viewership for granted. We are coast to coast and global. And the message here is that your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I'll see you tomorrow.